Ever since Taxi Boss was released, there are many types of cars you can drive, like sedan, hatchback, coupe, sports car, supercar, hypercar, race car, van, SUV, limo, and trucks. Yeah, trucks. With all of them combined together, we have in total of 190 cars in Taxi Boss. And with that huge selection of cars, I decided to do tier list, and here it is. This is the tier list for every cars in Taxi Boss. We are including not only normal cars but also limiteds, and then the exclusive, race club, and relationship. So all of them will be reviewed in one places. We have 6 rating. We got GOAT, greatest of all time, good, okay, mid, bad, and I forgot with skull emoji. Let's begin with the first car, Cadillac Escalade. First thing first, have you seen someone driving it? No? Good. Because the BMW M5 CS, this car is pretty good, yes. I would say it's kind of mid. Audi TT, forgotten. And now next up is the Lamborghini sedan. This one is kinda okay for a Lamborghini. And next up is the Porsche 911 Turbo. This one I would say is good, not gold, but good. Bugatti Lamborghini. This car though, I would say it is really expensive if you want to buy it today. I would say this car is gonna be on good. And next up is the Ferrari F12 DTF. I would say is mediocre. Next up is the Volkswagen XL. I would say I forgot about it. And next up is the Ferrari Rome. Probably would be placed in mid. Next one is the Aston Martin Valhalla. This one I would say is a great time trial car, but there's like better alternative. I would say is mediocre as well. Hummer. It has 1000 horsepower when you max out, but the top speed is terrible, and then the rating isn't great. So I would say it's a bad car. Brabus G6x6. So this car is an underwater car. I would say is okay. And up next is a Toyota MR2. That Audi RS5. So I'm gonna put this thing into here. Dodge Retro in back, Silver S15. This one is, so I would say is mediocre. Volkswagen IDR. Volkswagen IDR is in bad tier because without upgrade, the car is just slow, unfortunately. Audi Quattro, probably I forgot as well. So next up is Ferrari Enzo. Took a while to get a car like this. I would say mid. Ferrari 488 Pista, terrible car honestly. Next up is a Jaguar XE, a forgotten car yet again, unfortunately. Vietnam F5, I would say is okay. And up next is the Lexus LFA, pretty mediocre. And up next is the Polestar, pretty much the car I forgot about. And next up is the AMG 1, a terrible hypercar. And up next is the Koenigsegg Jesko. You can get this car for free in time trial by getting 10 plats. This car will go to straight to gold. Mercedes Coupe AMG, I'm probably gonna put here because I didn't drive this car. Lamborghini Aventador. This car is just like in a Lamborghini, but except you can put it in a company if you don't have Bugatti. Ferrari Daytona is in a race club, not reworth it. The Range Rover I forgot about. Murcielago, Lamborghini Murcielago, it got body kit. It is really nice. I would say it's okay. Ferrari FF is pretty mediocre. BMW M2, I would say BMW M2 I haven't driven for a while, so I'm gonna put it for God because I never drove one. Toyota Trueno, Lamborghini Huracan. This one has body kit for going off-road, so I think this one is really nice. Porsche Carrera GT, I would say this car is kind of mediocre. Volkswagen Beetle, I'm gonna put it here. Bentley Bentayga, probably it okay. Brabus 850, pretty okay. Ferrari Spaghetti, and I probably didn't drive it after all. Porsche Cayman, just generally forgot about it. And up next is the Zenvo. This car I would say is a great okay car. It's sort of Nissan, but I don't know what Nissan is it, and it's a van apparently. I would say this car is still pretty forgot about. G-Wagon is pretty mad. Ford Raptor 6x6, I wouldn't say this car is can go underwater, but it's still pretty terrible. Alpha 155, and I would say this is a really powerful car, so I put it good. And up next is the Porsche 935. I couldn't say it's forgotten car. The Maserati Quattroporte, I wouldn't say a forgotten car. And up next is the Lamborghini Veruto. I would say this car is pretty okay for a Lamborghini. The Bugatti Bolide, good. And up next is the Nissan GTR. It's really nice, also have 1000 horsepower as well. Range Rover Sport, Porsche Taycan, Gran Turismo, Ferrari F8 to mediocre. I mean, the car drive nice, yes. Ford boat tail, so I'm gonna call it boat. Porsche 918, pretty okay. Koenigsegg Gamera, Goat. The Malibu Wagon, I forgot about it, so I put it in here. The Hot Rod, yeah, sure, forgot about it. Up next is the Lamborghini Aventador. Yet again, unfortunately, a forgotten car. Ferrari FXX, I would say it's pretty mediocre. Abort 500, I wouldn't say this car is pretty okay for the really small car. Ferrari SF90. Now this car is fast, honestly. I would say it is okay. You can go to here. Lamborghini Lexus SCV12 is pretty okay for a race car. Ferrari LaFerrari car is pretty okay as well. This car, however, as I know of, only one person owns it. That is Toyota Canadian. This car is really unique. It is the Toyota AE86 pickup. The Canadian name is actually the name of the first model of Taxi Boss. The developer decided to add his car into the game, and this is his car, a hybrid between the AE86 and the pickup. Pretty mid. Bentley Contour, pretty forgettable. Up next is the Nissan Altima. Okay, this car is pretty good. Porsche 911, forgotten. And BMW E46, I would say is an okay car. Lamborghini Centenario. Now this car is gonna put it okay. Toyota Supra. Next up is the Crazy Stang. Honestly, I wouldn't be giving it too good, honestly. Pagani Zonda R, yet again a good car. The Lamborghini SVJ, into the okay tier. Pagani Huayra, it looks like it can go fast. It didn't. You are going to bad. Luxury car, I put it here, and I'm gonna be putting it mid. Bugatti Veyron, okay tier. Aston Martin DBX, pretty nice car for office. Dodge Charging, probably a forgotten car as well. This is Subaru SRB, so I would say it's a pretty mediocre. Camaro, forgotten. McLaren 720, I would say this car is also the Lexus LC500. It's pretty okay. I kind of liked it. Vietnam, yeah, sure. And up next is the Golf, forgotten. The Aston Martin Bandit, pretty much yet again forgotten car. And up next, company car, yes, the Lamborghini Diablo. I would say it's bad. Up next, BMW Alpine P5, Mercedes SL-AMG, not SLS. Up next is Nissan Z. Even though I liked it, it's probably the mid car. Bugatti Piacetti, a really good car as well. Ford Crown Victoria, it is terrible. Fire out should be the goal. Next up, Honda Civic, McLaren GT. This one sold 166 million in auction. McLaren is probably worth it to go in here. Peugeot, this car is a go. Supra, bad car. Bugatti Type 57 Atlantic, okay car honestly. Dodge SUV, and then the Dodge Viper in here. But this is SLS, so you're gonna go down here. Unfortunately, SLS in my heart is the GOAT. Next up is Alfa Romeo. I have to say, Bugatti Divo, mid car. Nissan S14, probably just yet another forgotten car. Ferrari F40, okay. The Maybach, yes, this one is pretty good. Corvette C7 is in here. This is getting ridiculous. Only 44 people can own this car, which is BMW but cheap. And I could clarify that I did not own the car. Trust me, I did not own the car. It is gold basically. Volvo S660 raceback. This car won't be in okay tier. The Volvo Semi, I would say this car is mediocre. And the Lamborghini carbon fiber car, okay tier. Next up is Audi RS7. Go in here. This one is, it has a really nice body kit. I kinda liked it, so I'm gonna put it here. Porsche 911 Dakar, it is pretty okay. Honda NXX is still mediocre, honestly. Brabham, I would say this car is pretty forgettable. Getting here. Evo 9, this car I would say is pretty bad. And up next is the AMG GT, Lotus Evija, Ferrari F355. This car though, terrible Ferrari. The BMW N2, I would say is mid. Rimac Nitro, I would say is pretty good. After that, we got the Nissan 240Z. I would say this one would be here. Lamborghini Urus. Now, this one though, I would say is pretty okay, just like any other Lamborghini. Hyundai 74, pretty mediocre car. Lamborghini Countach. This one is crazy because not only is the exclusive car, but also having the ridiculous rating. In order to get this car, you need to be the moderators and the contributors for the games. okay, just like any other Lamborghini. The BMW CSL, forgotten car. McLaren Speedtail, it is okay. Lancer Evo X, I would say this car is also forgotten. Koenigsegg Agera is mid. Lamborghini Aventador, yeah, this car is also pretty mediocre. DMC, the car I would say is a forgotten car. Chevrolet Bel Air, again another forgotten car. The McLaren Senna is pretty good. Alfa Romeo C4, the Nissan GTR, and it's terrible. Goldia, yet again a forgotten car. BMW i8, it is forgotten. Yet again, the Mercedes A190, this one is a forgotten car. The Hudson's also forgotten. The Koenigsegg CCX, pretty okay. The McLaren F1 GTR is pretty good car. The Audi RSE, unfortunately I forgot about it. Now BMW X7 car I would say is pretty mid. Camaro, I would say it's a terrible. Up next is a Lamborghini Countach, the new Countach of course, and I would say it is just okay. Up next is the Bugatti Chiron Per Sport. This one is a really good car. Getting here. Next up is limo. Yeah, straight into here because we will not replace this car. The Honda S2000. I wouldn't say this car is, even though it's a starter car, I wouldn't say it's a bad car. Audi e-tron, get the hell out of here. Apollo IE. I think this car is pretty okay. BMW 15th anniversary Homage CSL. Mediocre. Jaguar F-Type, when you max it out, it is really good. And up next is the Ferrari Testarossa. Just bad. Firebird Trans Am, the Shelby Snake. This car looks cool, yes. Maserati MC12. Yeah, sure. Rolls Royce, again it's over SUV. Dodge Hellcat. Now we're gonna put this one into here. Lotus Exceed, forgettable car, same as the Nissan 350Z and the Subaru BRZ. We have Celine S7. This car is the same level as the McLaren F1 Longtail. And with that, we got BMW M3 Competizione, terrible. EcoBoost here, man, EcoBoost. Rolls Royce, I mean it's okay car honestly. Next up is the Maybach. This one is gonna go to tier. So BMW NR4 is a really good drift car as well, so I liked it. Audi R10, I would say this car is pretty okay. And up next is the Tesla Roadster. Terra Armor. Up next is the Mazda RX-7, bad car, mid-tier. Ford Focus RS, for starter car I would say is also terrible. Next up, Porsche GT4, the Corvette, yet again. This one though, oh boy, this one, even though I did not own it, I knew this car is a really good car, so I'm gonna put it good. Miata, this one has engine swap. Just wow here. Tantra is just basically a way to get Jesco easily without spending too much money. I mean, still same as some EcoBoost Mustang, but okay. Bugatti Chiron, I would say it's an okay car. Kia NXX, and finally BMW M1. Then here you have it, ranging from the GOAT all the way down to I forgot with skull emoji in it. Now, since this is my opinion, this is my tier list, you probably didn't like it by clicking the link in the description below and doing your own tier list. So after all, most of the car in Taxi Boss are most likely forgotten, and even though they are not forgotten, they most likely are gonna be mediocre but and okay. That's all of the videos today. Thank you guys for watching this video. I catch you in the next video. Goodbye.